All right, YouTube Counterpunch Boxing, sub to the channel. I'm trying to get it up to 10,000. Now, let me get right into it. So we got Canelo Gennady Golovkin 3, a possibility. Now, will it come full circle, right? Remember, go back to January 2019. Go to my channel, look up the video, January 2019. Okay, I told you guys, I said, hey, I got some pretty good info, right? Inside information that we're going to get a Gennady Golovkin, can he LO trilogy, okay? Now, I was told that by someone fighting on the undercard, okay? It doesn't get any better than that. And I'm not gonna say who, whatever, okay? Like I said, I got good contacts, and that's what I was told. You know, everything was in place, done deal, Mexico City, blah, blah, blah. You know, you just go back and watch the video. Then we hear about, well, you know, Canelo's not interested. He's not going to take the fight. We don't know what's going to happen. Okay, all the way up to, you know, Canelo, Sergey Kovalev. Okay, we've heard it all. We've heard it all. But now, okay, we're hearing that, you know, the talks are in place. So was it all a big smoke screen, you know, smoke and mirrors? I believe it was, and I even mentioned that in my other video that, you know, and I thought if Canelo Alvarez took the Kovalev fight, it was a duck. He's ducking, you know, the real fight that the boxing fans want and need, right? And remember, this fight will cross over to the casuals. I mean, there's a lot of appeal. There's a lot of talk. It's almost a household fight, you know? I mean, I know people that they don't even really follow boxing, but yet they know about Canelo, they know about Gennady Golovkin. You know, I was actually talking to, I'm not going to say who, an older person in my family that I don't talk to. They were in town from Dallas, and, you know, they asked me, because they know I'm into boxing, you know, I'm the boxing guy, right? And they asked me about Canelo and Golovkin. I'm like, how the hell do you even know about that? You know, and this was someone that's like, you know, 70 years old. So I'm just telling you, there's a lot of interest in this particular matchup. Now, okay, let me read an article from, I want to say Boxing 24. We're going to read a little bit because they put out an article and I like it. So, and I like to, you know, give a shout out to where it came from. So Boxing 24. But first, let's read this. Sergey Kovalev has emerged as the shock frontrunner to face Canelo Alvarez next, with the Mexican reporting looking to move up to light heavyweight, you know, for his world title. Okay, Canelo, who recently elevated to the newly created WBC franchise, meaning whatever, poster boy, okay, for the WBC, IBF, Ring Magazine, whatever. He's got Golovkin's belt, keeping him warm for Gennady Golovkin, basically. Okay, so that was what we heard last. Okay, and here we go. Sean Jones. Now, I believe it's a Boxing 24. Go check them out. It's where I got the article from. Okay, unlike other channels, I don't read shit on the internet and try to pretend like it's mine. Okay, so he says, with Sergey Kovalev now signed to defend his WO light heavyweight title against mandatory challenger Anthony on August 24th, it puts Gennady Golovkin as a likely opponent for Canelo Alvarez to defend Golovkin's IBF WBA middleweight titles on September 14th. Okay, now think about this too. With the promotions, they don't have a lot of time to build the fight, but this is a make-ready fight. This is like a frozen dinner. You put it in your microwave and boom, it's ready. Okay, so there's no need to advertise. Neither guy has a real opponent, and we're talking September, people. It is mid-July. You got June, July, August, September. Okay, so we got roughly two and a half months until fight night. I mean, come on. So, you know, I think, like I said, did it come full circle? Because I believe what I was told back in January probably was the plan all along. The trilogy was always going to happen. Even Oscar De La Hoya personally told me during the Chavez fight that he wanted the trilogy. It's going to happen. No question, no doubt about it. So WBO middleweight champion Demetrius Andrade, what the hell ever, just put in one of the worst performances this writer has seen in years to his win over Salaki last month. Okay, the executives at DAZN had to have seen Andre's dreadful fight and ruled him out as a future opponent. Ouch, as a future opponent for Canelo. So they're saying dreadful fight. You know, they're like, hell no. After that, we're not putting this dude in the ring with Canelo. Ain't happening. Not going to happen. Okay, Canelo may not like the idea of giving Gennady Golovkin one final payday. Okay, but he would need to anyway. DAZN wants those two to face each other one more time, and it's better now than later. Okay, again, and it goes on to say they're paying Canelo top dollar, hundreds of millions with an M, top dollar, you know, get in the ring and put it to bed, right? Let's do this, okay? Here we go. Golovkin and Canelo were the only two fighters that DAZN approved, okay, approved for Alvarez to fight on September 14th. Now that Kovalev 36 is eliminated from contention with the news of him signing, you know, his fight, whatever. So basically, you know, you got Kathy Duva, Main Event Promotions. They've already signed Kovalev. He's done. He's whatever. Okay, so now who's left? You know who? Oh, but remember, I believe it was Smith was a real backup. So it could be that, you know, Canelo might move up to 168 and take on someone there as like a shock surprise opponent. Like I told you guys, video after video after video. Blah, blah, blah. You never know what in the hell Golden Boy is going to do. I don't even think Golden Boy knows what Golden Boy is going to do. So here we go. Canelo Gennady Golovkin 3, the fight the casuals want, you know, like my family. DAZN will be giving the fight that the casual boxing fans want to see, putting on the Canelo Gennady Golovkin trilogy fight on September 14th. Well, some blah, 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 blah. Okay, we're not going to read all this crap, but, you know, stick with me here. I got some more news coming up. Okay, Kovalev right here. Kovalev's out of the running. Smith promoter Eddie Hearn at Matchroom Boxing says there hasn't been any contact. So you get, by the way, you guys talk about this. There hasn't been any zip, not a zero contact from Golden Boy to arrange a Canelo Smith fight. Okay, so now could they send a last minute contract? Maybe, possibly. Okay, right here, Kovalev isn't entirely out of the picture as a future opponent, but he is. This article was a little bit old, but yes, he is. He is out of the picture unless, who knows, his opponent pulls out or something, you know, I don't know. And it goes on to say Kovalev's on the downside of his career. The casual boxing fans won't be as excited with Canelo fighting Kovalev as some would think, okay? And I agree with that, but I do think Canelo was trying to use Kovalev as a duck, okay? And they talk about, you know, he's damaged goods, his losses to Andre Ward, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Now, reading a few comments, why Gennady Golovkin can't KO Alvarez, okay? And these are mixed comments. Let me just read a few. And they could fight. He says, you know, 10 times, basically 10 times, and Gennady Golovkin would never get a fair decision. Triple G should fight Moretta, which I kind of wouldn't mind, okay, as it would be a good payday, a good fight while it lasted. Alvarez can fight Andrade or Charlo, but here's the thing. Charlo, you know, yes, he's got the full version of the WBC. Now, if Canelo had any real interest in fighting Demetrius Andrade, what the hell ever, it would have already happened. He wouldn't have given up that belt. He wouldn't have become the poster boy for the WBC. You know, I mean, he is literally like, they just need to call it the CWBC, the Canelo, you know, the Canelo I can't cuss, the Canelo WBC. But, and I agree with this dude right here. Now, I don't know what he says, but we'll read it anyway. Even though he was robbed, okay, robbed in both fights, Gennady Golovkin looked worn. I do agree with that. I'm a realist, okay? He had all those amateur fights and probably peaked 4 or 5 years ago. A third fight would look a lot like the first two, but I think Canelo's youth would give him the edge, and he'd outpoint Gennady Golovkin, and that's kind of what I think, too. Honestly, I think, you know, I mean, Triple G would have to go like full Mexican style, Hagler Hearns, to really beat Canelo. I mean, I've been saying this, I mean, even from the beginning, I even told you guys I wanted to talk to Abel Sanchez and see what he thought of it. Like, well, now not Abel, you know, now it's a different trainer, but Gennady Golovkin needs to come at Canelo. I mean, forget all this tap crap, like come at him, okay? It's the only way to beat this dude. You know what I mean? Rough him up, make it dirty. I mean, like, pull a Jeff Horn, whatever, headbutt, low blow, I don't give a damn. Just beat him, damn it. You know, knock him out. Beat him again, should I say, again. Let me see if I'm going to read any more. Actually, hang on, let me go back here. Yeah, I mean, look, let me fast forward. We're not going to read any more of this crap. Okay. Now, go back to right here, 3 weeks ago. Okay, Canelo Gennady Golovkin negotiations hit a roadblock for the third fight. Okay, Forbes. Canelo Alvarez rumored to jump weight is better for boxing than a third fight. Okay, Forbes, probably co-owned by Golden Boy. Forget Canelo Triple G3. Jamal Charlo versus Demetrius Andre would be boring as shit. Okay, let me finish that headline. Now, here's the important headline. Shout out Boxing Scene, okay? Actually, I hung out with Boxing Scene a couple weeks ago at that fight I covered. Some of their writers are really cool. So, okay, are Canelo Golden Boy headed for a standoff with DAZN? Now, I mentioned this in a couple of my videos because that was the deal. And I even told you guys that I personally talked to DAZN, and they told me that was, and it might even be in the contract, that Canelo must fight Gennady Golovkin a third time. Now, I'm sure there's wiggle room in there. There's not like a, an exact date, but that was the deal. Okay, and I think, yes, I think we might be headed for a standoff. Now, think about this. Let me end it here. What is more important to Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotion than Canelo? I mean, you know the answer. What is more important? Money. It's all about money. And I mean, look, if Golden Boy, if they think for 1 minute, for 1 second, for one little minute, just little bitty, tiny, teeny little second that they're going to lose some money, okay, they're going to do what DAZN says. And look, here's the thing. Golden Boy, they've met their match because DAZN has way deeper pockets, than old little Golden Boy Promotion. DAZN could sink, could ruin, could wreck Golden Boy Promotion. So, as big as Canelo thinks he is, as big as Oscar, they all think they're these big untouchables, but in fact, DAZN could take them down. I'm talking legally, financially, things like that. So they better fall in line. Fall in line like good little boys. That's all I got to say. So again, I think DAZN, they need to put that pressure on Golden Boy Promotion. I mean, they've got to, because if they do, the fight will definitely happen, and the fans will finally get what they want, get what they deserve. Because remember, like I always tell you guys, you pay for this shit, okay? Your money funds DAZN. Your money funds Canelo. Your money funds, it is you, okay? It is like a crowd-funded organization. You pay for it. So there we go. That's the latest, the greatest. I got another Gennady Golovkin update I want to talk about later. Nothing major, kind of a little present for the Triple G fans out there, and we'll get into it more later. But yeah, just kind of let me summarize a little bit. Like I said, I was told by a very reliable person that the trilogy was going to happen back in January. But then, to be honest, I got a little worried. We're hearing all these rumors like Canelo's not interested, and he's doing this, he's moving up, he's not even going to be at middleweight anymore. Abel and Golovkin are fighting. He's got a new trainer. How did he really look against Rolls? A lot of questions, but here's the thing, final thought. It doesn't matter to me if Golovkin gets knocked out in round 1, okay? I don't care. But we need the trilogy to put it to bed, to put it to rest. But although, even if he did get knocked out in round 1, doesn't change the fact that he beat Canelo twice.